Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I am Victor Michael Vincent Jr., and I am your reentry expert. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This video is just for those who have faced incarceration. I know it's been a while since I've made my own posts, but the reason is because I spent so much time doing so many other things. Trying to get the radio show up and running, trying to see and work with clients. I'm also involved with the Toastmasters piece of the Toastmasters organization. So it's a lot of work that I'm doing. So this video right here is just for those who have faced incarceration. Listen, beloved, we have to do better. There seems to be a thing going on that I'm hearing working from client to client. And that thing is, I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. To me, that's just utterly ridiculous. You have to do this, you have to do that, because you have to do what people aren't willing to do to get ahead. And you may say, well, that's wrong, and that's sad. It's a reality. I mean, it's simply a reality. People put that scarlet letter on you after you've been incarcerated. So you have to go above and beyond to be successful. There's nothing I wouldn't do to provide for my family, whether it be, man, shoveling poop. Man, I'd be out there with a shovel doing what I had to do for my 8 hours, and I would be constantly looking for something to get out of that job into a better situation, but I will be working it as long as I can work it to get to where I needed to be. Because I realize in life, sometimes just because you're doing something, man, let me take this head off because I want to get into this. Just because you're doing something right now doesn't mean you're going to be doing it forever. I told you a long time ago that life is lived in increments, and I turned my hands like that. Life is meant to be lived in small increments. So what you are and what you're doing today, you might not be doing tomorrow. But at the same time, you have to be doing something today. You have to be out working today, because the person who may propel you to the next position might be somebody that comes in contact with you today. And a lot of times, we get this mindset like we ain't going to do it. Like, I'm not going to mop floors. I'm not going to sweep floors. I'm not going to be a janitor. And I'm looking at you like, what? The opportunity is there. If you was in a joint, you would do it. A lot of us took jobs in those joints making 25 cents a day, 35 cents a day, doing whatever they want us to do. Number one, to earn good time. Number two, to have money to spend in commissary. So it's the same type of rewards when you come home. When you come home, you're mopping that floor or sweeping that floor for somebody to see that you're a hard worker to propel you to the next situation or the next position. Or you may come in contact with somebody and have a conversation and they see what you're doing. They say, man, you know what? You'd be good doing this. It happened to me. Man, I had a guy, Tom Rainer, years ago watching me stock the shelves at the grocery store and put me in a better position. In the current position I'm in now, there are many people who work for the organization I work for that saw me and said, hey, man, you might want to think about this. So I'm telling you, you have to work. There's a video by Dr. Miles Monroe that talks about how important work is to man and God's intent for man to work. But we tend to get caught up. We tend to get big-headed. We come home and we want to be John Gotti. We want to be Al Capone. And we think that we're supposed to be running organizations, but we're not going to work for minimum wage or do laborious jobs because we're too good for that. And I'm telling you, I'm starting to see a pattern in people who go back to getting high once they get out. And a lot of times your head gets so big that when you fall from that fake image that you done put inside your head, drugs is a good tool to numb your mind or your thought to seeing that you didn't make it where you thought you should have been. I see it far too often. I see it far too many times. Take what you have and make the most of it. Take what you have right now, the house you live in, the car you drive, the bus you catch, the job you have. Realize that that's a blessing and be grateful for it, but at the same time, work to get yourself to where you want to be. Once again, I am Victor Michael Vincent Jr., and I am your reentry expert, and I'm telling you, man, stop the nonsense. I really want to cuss right now. Stop the nonsense. Go out and get a job that will hire you. Be the best you could do at that job while you search for another one. Y'all have a blessed one.